Yo, dude.
Like when you listen to that song, I just picture like all the viewers at home, like just getting amped up, like ready for the fucking podcast, like banging their heads and shit.
Yeah, getting after it. I'm sure.
Pumped.
I could already imagine a few people I already can name drop.
Yeah.
Not Rico, though. He definitely wouldn't be one of them supporting us.
This is true. Welcome to the No Boat Podcast. This is my little brother, Luke Lombardi, co-host.
And this is Matt. He's the father of the show. We call him Godfather sometimes.
That's right, dude.
Welcome to the No Boat Podcast Thursday. What are we on? Wednesday Night Live.
Do you ever talk to yourself when you drive?
No, but Vince used to do it all the time, dude. So we would be driving home and you'd be in the car with him and he would just be like this. And I'd be like, are you all right? And he would just be staring to the corner, which is why I was looking to the corner, chat. And he would just use his hands and he would move his hands and you can always read his lips and like exactly know what he was talking about. And it would always be like, why the fuck would you do that? Or like, what do you think this makes sense for? Why are we doing this? Or you're just always, and there's always something, not positive. It's negative.
Yeah.
Do you think about stuff when you drive? Do you talk to yourself?
Yeah. I mean, literally on the drive here, I was practicing an Italian accent. So I was just literally talking to myself.
Were you in the car by yourself?
Yeah. By myself.
All right, so Trill wasn't with you. Would you have done it in your head if Trill was with you?
Yeah, in my head. But this time I was trying to work on it. Because with the accents that we do, like, they just overlap sometimes. Like certain things I say, it comes out Australian.
Yeah, we were talking about this. I said that at the gym to them the other night. I was like, so what would you guys do if we did a whole day Australian accents, everybody had to do their best impression? What would happen? And somebody was like, you and Matt probably would talk fucking British and then Australian and then you would talk something else. So I'm down to bring back the accents if you want. Should we do a whole podcast in the accent one day?
I could. I don't know if I have the British one anymore. It just turns to Australian.
Yeah, well, because the Australian is just more of slang.
Yeah.
We used to do it all the time. Like literally all me, Matt, and Trill would talk was in an accent 24/7. Like if Trill and me talked to each other was either like an Indian accent or a British accent. And then it was Australian forever.
Talked British forever.
Yeah. We were fucking good at it. Yeah, the Sonos is just revolutionary designed for the simplicity with the music.
Yeah.
The good days, dude.
We've talked about what's going on. I miss it.
Yeah. Well, now everything's just a mess. Life's too fucking hectic. Yeah. TikTok ruined things. We just need Vine back. That's what I heard. Elon's trying to bring it back.
Vine?
6-second clips. Yeah.
Oh shit!
And I think that's when we go. Yeah, Dr. Patel's the best of the best. He was the homeboy. I was good at that.
That was where it all started.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
more like Savon.
They just get really up and close and talk. So what are we doing a podcast for on a Wednesday night, dude?
Well, we've been talking about ripping one. You came in hot to the gym today. You wanted to fucking rip some shit.
Yeah, where we were shit talking. So I had some thoughts, and I just need to get to the roots of who I am. So I have a couple fucking things to cover. Okay.
Right.
Do we have anybody on Instagram? I can't watch that. So tell me who's there. Do we got any viewers tonight?
Yeah, we got some viewers. Yep.
All right. I just want to make sure we're talking this. We're speaking the truth to the people. Okay. I had a couple of thoughts today. I was driving to work this morning, and I was thinking about when I was going. I was like, what's one thing, the person I am, and the way I act and the way I speak, and I feel. I mean, chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think a lot of people are attracted to my personality of who I am. I'm not saying like they like me. I'm not saying any of that. Like you could fucking hate me. You could think I'm annoying. But I was listening to a podcast and it was like people are friends with you and like you because of who you are. And, Ollie, when you say I'm sensitive or You say I'm an overthinker, or Matt, when you call me fat. It's just who I fucking am. And so my thought was on the way of, well, who gives, like, you need an overthinker in a friendship.
You
If you
do.
don't have an overthinker, who's doing the thinking?
People would die if you didn't have an overthinker.
Yeah. 100%.
Someone would be like, yo, let's hit this bike jump. And everyone would be like, okay. And then, they'd shoot right off the edge of the cliff.
Yeah. But then, so like, we have the extremes. So let's say me and you, apparently, from what the chat said, and I'm not upset about it. I know already people are like, look at this fucking guy, over fucking thinker right here. This is what they're thinking, that he's overthinking everything. You got the overthinkers. Okay. We'll put them on one end of the spectrum. Okay. And I'm not talking like the spectrum. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to put down? I'm not autistic. Okay. So on one end of the spectrum is the overthinker. On the opposite end, the very far end of the continuum, we got non-thinkers. Okay. And they don't got a fucking thing going on in their head.
Right,
so when
which would you rather be?
And I mean, there's some fuckers in the middle, but in most cases, parties go to one end or the other. I don't think there's anybody in here. And if you think you're one, I want you to call right now. If you think you're not an overthinker and you think you sit right in the middle, that you're the perfect, balanced person, call right now.
Erica just joined right up. Erica, definitely overthinker.
Yeah. So she's on one end spectrum. So now I want you to think about this, Erica. How many friends do you have that are on the opposite side of the spectrum? The non-overthinkers, the ones that you would look at and be like, do you have a thought in your head sometimes? And then what the beauty is, the byproduct of this friendship, you get the perfect human. You get the balance. So a lot of times this is like relationships. Two people come together. One's an overthinker. One's not a thinker. They come together. Boom. Poof. And just like that, we got the neutral byproduct.
Except this podcast, we got two overthinkers.
Yeah, so no, we're not fucked. Okay, there's the theory here. The string fucking theory is Cleefish an overthinker. Trill, that's a tough one.
Deep, Trill. Yeah, don't let Cleefish fool you.
That's a tough one. He might actually be the balance.
Cleefish is like Vince. I've been in the car with him, and he's just talking aloud.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that guy. I'm like, who are you talking about, dude? I don't know, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But then he's also the opposite. Sometimes you look at him and you're like, this guy, he's not thinking at all. He's just going after it. But I just think, those are my little quick thoughts on that piece. So where was I going with this thought?
I think you were going to apologize to Taryn for overreacting.
I never overreacted. So also the family has declared a couple things. And when I say the family, I'm speaking of myself, Matt, Kendall, and Trill, and the four of us. For those of you who out there who are new to the show, don't forget, like, subscribe on YouTube. We're on our chase to 100 subscribers.
We're coming to Twitter or X, by the way. We're coming to X.
So if you love tweets, they're about to hit X. We got a new tweeter out there for us. So there's the four of us, and Matt has been declared the holder, the mighty beholder of the wooden spoon. And Matt, you tell everybody what that means. What's the holder of the wooden spoon do?
I just keep everyone kind of honest. So like people say stuff behind closed doors about other people, and I just like to, make sure that that's expressed. I feel like, they struggle with confrontation, a lot of people in the family. So I'm just the one that's like trying to get them more comfortable, more exposed to it.
Yeah. So I think what he's trying to say, chat.
Yeah, so chat last night, or not last night, Sunday night, mentioned that you were an overthinker, and I think it sent you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, how so? Explain. This fucking
I think for the rest of the day, you were pacing around being like, I'm not a fucking overthinker. Like, fuck that. Fuck chat. Chat's cut.
Yeah, I'm known for cutting. And I'm like, I'll just cut people out of my life. I'll just remove them.
Notice.
You what?
I said without any notice either.
Yeah, just you get fried. Just be gone. but Matt's the holder of the wooden spoon. So essentially, he comes into a situation, any situation given, takes the wooden spoon and he stirs the pot, and he just keeps stirring it. And sometimes he'll take ingredients and throw them in there. So yesterday, he says to me, "Oh, did you text Sam? He said he wants you to use the fat grips for shoulder accessory work." I said, "Really? What's he want me to do?" And Matt continues to tell this story, and I'm like, "Why is Sam so afraid to text me all the time? Like, he could have just been like, 'Hey, here's what you're gonna do for your shoulder PT,'" and
I
my
embellished the story a little bit. He
yeah.
came
So,
in
I mean, I like your stories. I
like
think they're good
super
for the group.
excited. He was stoked. He pulled out these bright orange, like fleshlight looking things that you like clip over the bar. They're like there's some jelly, like soft tissue. Flip them on there. And he's like, dude, try these out. And I'm like, all right. And he's yelling at me to put my thumb around.
Were
He's
you
like, this
using them as a flashlight, or you were using them as grips?
No, I was using them on the grips.
Okay.
I've never used a flashlight. But he was like, super stoked. He was like, I'm going to leave him here for today. Like, have people at the gym do. But I thought he was like, referring to you, some shoulder rehab.
Okay.
So then
I mean, so yeah, I was just curious, like, why he didn't shoot me a text, be like, "Yo," I think he's just afraid. So that's where the overthinkers help out the non-thinkers.
Well, let's fast forward to today. Both of you were clowns. Like, you're both friends. You roll into the gym all shy, like you're in the corner on the phone.
All shy. Pull up the cams.
Corner.
Drop the cam footage in the chat. I want to see the cam footage from the gym. I walk over to fucker's bar, pick up his bar. After me being over there for at least a minute, he still doesn't move. Maybe a minute's exaggerating. I pick the bar up. He turns around and goes, "You scared me." So I put the bar down. He continues doing his box jumps. Nothing. He's
you're just not
so I walk away, and I just think to myself, okay, I'll just go do my PT. Matt's in a good mood. I said hi to Robbie. Robbie's in a good mood. And we got fucking Dawn Shift McGee over here. Who's
that affects him, man.
Yeah, it really messes him up. But anyway, he lightened up, and then he invited me to do shoulder PT with him. So I go over with him, and then he does wall walks. So, but I think he just wanted to coach me through it. That's where again the overthinkers meet the non-thinkers.
Yeah,
and that's why that's the equal. So to like how we talked about an equal level of attraction, it's the same thing in friendships, but in a different aspect. It's called the equilibrium attraction. So we have to find balance. So I don't know anybody out there who's not familiar with Thanos, but if you're not, Thanos wants balance in the universe, and he puts a knife on his fucking finger and he balances. And when it's out of balance, things aren't flowing right.
I'd play the scene, but we'll probably get blocked again.
Yeah, probably.
Just by the way, chat, we got fucked over. That Matthew McConaughey speech that we played, which is also someone else's video of another video, we got blocked for that. So that episode got cut.
That was one of our better episodes.
Yeah.
That was one of our best episodes. It's still on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio. What else?
Wherever pod you get your podcast from.
Apple Podcasts. It's just not on YouTube anymore. So that was just some of my thoughts from this morning. But yeah.
Don't forget, chat. It's a live show.
Yeah, so
free.
Yeah, join in here. Like if we're unhappy or bored of you, we're just gonna hang up. So where this show was going, and the thought was, as I was driving to work, I was like, I need to be more of my authentic self. And one of those things is me, like maybe I'm ADHD, I don't know. I see a squirrel, so I'm gonna run with this. It's gonna take a while. So chat, I'm gonna lean on you and coach here to pull me back in as we're going through this story. Okay. So my authentic self, you there, coach?
Yeah. I can't wait for this.
Okay.
I'm curious about the authentic self, and then I'm curious about what version of yourself you put on for the podcast.
Well, I'm talking. This I feel is my more authentic self.
Okay.
And I don't think that it's not an authentic version of myself. I think this is more of a hybrid of who I am. I think when we do like the Sunday ones and we're being a little bit more professional, filtering out curse words and all of those things. I don't think that it's not who I am, but I think it's a filtered version of myself. Would you agree?
Um, yeah, I guess to some degree. Depends. If you're passionate about something, the curse words usually come out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now here's the theory. Here's the thought. When you are, and we're going to refer to this podcast, right? We're new to the scene. This is only episode, 20 of the year.
Yeah.
So we're still trying to get a following, right? So hear me here. Think about it when you're dating someone or you're, introducing you're friends with somebody. My doctor is also named Patel, Chris. That was my doctor, actually. What coincidence there. Okay, so think about it this way. When you're meeting somebody new or
Talking
friends
about
with
his gynecologist.
Chris, yeah, probably. You probably saw him today. Chris used to work under the High Bridge in Phoenix. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, crazy shit. The guy was nuts.
Is that the one with crabs?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're meeting your friends, a new friend, or you're in a new relationship, or starting to, like, you're courting them or vetting them, whatever you want to call it. He's a sick fuck. You tell these people the best stories about yourself. Right? So let's go hypothetically. You're on a date. What are you going to tell this prospect that you're that you're courting her? How are you going to what stories are you going to say?
I mean, even on live podcast, like, let's say that you had a rough day, you fucking were super stressed at work, you go to the grocery store to get milk, and some little kid bumps into you, drop the milk. And then let's say you just fucking lash out, you make a scene, you fucking rip this kid, make him cry, like, and then we're gonna get on this podcast. You're gonna tell the podcast about that story?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like you wouldn't. Like, if you did a really shitty thing, I think most people probably won't. Like to your point, we're just gonna share the good stories.
Okay, so now you're gonna go on a date and you're gonna share the best stories. Keyword there. Yeah, you're not gonna share the Monday through Friday. I wake up, I cook my ground beef, I put eggs, I walk into the office, I eat my stuff while I check Slack, hunched over. Then I go make a coffee. Then I go stare at my fish tank. You're not telling the person you're on a date with. You're gonna tell them, like, the cool stories of your mornings of, like, oh yeah, some mornings I wake up and I go to the gym and I coach, and then some days I'll hit a workout, and so tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Wake up, I do 10 minutes of grounding. Then
try to make you're gonna fluff up. But let's say you only ground it one fucking time in your life. You're gonna tell this prospect or this person, or you're a new person that might be your friend, only the best stories about you, because you're trying to make you're selling yourself to them. I'm left-handed and I don't have crabs currently. That's Chris's sales point on himself, that he's left-handed. Only reason he's left-handed is that he cut off his right hand. Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down?
Yeah. I think we do that though with anything.
Yeah, with anything. So I feel once you become more comfortable.
Jamie Trainer joined back up. Yeah.
Wow, we haven't seen Trainer in years. Suckers talk about themselves. Make the conversation about them. Yeah. I mean, we want people to call in.
Wakes up and does a 7-minute iron cross.
That's yeah. Who said this?
Sam.
Yeah, right. He didn't wake up until 2 p.m. today.
2:30 actually.
2:30. Yeah. Then we get a text message. Usually answers nothing we say. But yeah, you're going to only tell people the cool shit about you. And then I think, right, once you're married or once you're in the relationship and it's been a while, you don't even talk to each other at a certain point. Like, Chris, chat in here, chime in here. How much do you go home and talk about stuff? Like, you tell them the same shit every single day. How many times you go home and tell Trill something fucking crazy that happened?
Crazy? Yeah, I would tell her something crazy, but I won't tell her about like the
Your normal day, yeah.
normal day.
Which is 99%. Sometimes you go home and I've seen you don't even talk.
Part of it though is my job. Like my job's not easy to communicate what I do.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if I was a police officer, I could be like, dude, I was chasing this suspect down the street. He fucking punched my
Yeah.
partner's lights out.
But that's okay, that's cool. That's crazy. But then also,
like you could understand it.
Yeah,
Right.
I guess. I feel like I have crazy conversations on the phone sometimes. I mean, I talk a lot, so I tell everybody, but like most of the people I work with, I don't think are sharing stories like outside of work.
Right. Yeah.
I tell you guys everything. I mean, you're a very good active listener.
Who, the
Matt's
chat?
no, you've got voted #1 active listener in the family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't even think you.
You guys don't believe
You what?
I'm an extrovert, but you guys still don't believe me.
I don't know if you're an extrovert, but you've got voted #1 active listener of the family. Matt can probably name my whole team at work, my bosses. He can name Trill's bosses and whole team. He could probably name Kendall's. He probably even knows fucking Sam's fucking partner's name at this point. And other stuff.
It's on the podcast.
Yeah. Don't disclose that. But yeah, man. So that's me. That's my story. What about you?
But then, yeah, chat, get that. Like, I go to ask like my family, my group of non-active listeners.
First of all,
if they even pulled up the app that I sent them that we just developed. By the way, if you got Sonos, go to www.play.sonos.com. You can see what I've been working on recently. We just released it. Hot new shit. You can control your Sonos from anywhere on the web. Anyway, I asked my friends and family, check it out, play around with it. Guess how many did it?
Make sure you go buy a computer. It's got to be a PC
or a tablet.
It can't be your iPhone. So don't go to www.
There's a different app it's the new Sonos app. That's the other version of it, but we just did the web piece.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Luke has 2 computers, by the way.
I do. I don't know my login info. Sonos. So that's an issue. But I feel like we know a good chunk of I listen to you, man. I listen to you. You're just not like, you don't like to talk about yourself. Would you say I'm like, I talk about myself too much, like selfishly?
No, I don't think so. I think your personality attracts like people that want to help. I feel like, don't you feel like you're often in a situation where someone's like trying to be your mentor?
Yeah.
I think there's been like a couple key people in your 20s that you could name that have all tried to like fill this mentory role for you.
But what is that? Like, I'm just very open maybe to like allowing people in to like fuck with my shit.
Yeah.
Chris has never tried to mentor me, piece of shit. Yeah, he's me and him just have, real conversations. But yeah, I feel like you're one of the mentors, and I've had a few other ones. I don't even know if I'd classify you as a mentor.
I was gonna say, I don't feel like I ever fill that role for you.
Yeah, I don't know if I say.
To be advice on like relationships. I get cut 3 months. That's right, Chad. Even I got fucking cut. Dude, he just literally won't talk to you anymore.
I'm more mature now, I promise. If you get cut now at my day in my age, you've really fucked up, and I'm never gonna talk to you again. It doesn't mean you even burned me. It could just be you burned somebody else. Like,
let's dig into that, because this is where I think this is the confrontation piece. I think it's easier for you, so you'll just cut people so that you don't have to have like a disagreement.
I disagree. Fully disagree. I'm gonna push back on that.
Push back, dude.
I really am gonna push back.
Rip the numbers.
What?
I said, Chad, if they agree with me, fucking rip the dial right now.
Chad, if you agree with me, rip the dial. I want somebody to back me here. I'm gonna push back on that. Okay. I don't think I run from confrontation. I think I just choose the appropriate battles that need to be fought. Ask Chris. Chris, you know how many times I fought with the restaurant owners? How many times? A lot. It was worth the battle. There's just other situations where it's not worth the battle. So one of two things happen. You get cut, and there's a timer, a timeline of how long that might be. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most mature thing. It's a learning experience that I go through. Matt hates confrontation. How could he judge? I agree. He does hate for confrontation. Sometimes Matt won't talk for days at the house. At least I speak. I'm also very emotional. I'll wear my emotions on my shoulders. So if I'm pissed at you, you'll know immediately.
I think I'm a little ahead of the game. Like, don't make me call my boy Eric, because like he's definitely. I've had to have arguments with Eric. Name a friend recently that you had to argue.
Me?
Yeah, like you got in a disagreement that was like a relationship disagreement, like something like you and Kendall. Yeah, because you just cut them.
Now, who would I cut?
Anyone who you disagree with, it like fucking hits a nerve.
Me and my sister Sarah, we had a disagreement, we'll call it. And she confronted me about it. And I said, no, nothing. What you're stating is an incorrect statement. So what you're saying, am I mad about that? No, absolutely not. So the conversation didn't need to go on. If the individuals around us are intelligent enough to understand, I think that's a key piece you're missing out.
What piece is that?
Intellectual awareness, or emotional awareness. Like the people around you need to be emotionally aware of things going on, and confrontation gets to completely avoid it that way. Simple examples. You walk home. Shoes are everywhere. What would you do?
This is true.
Shoes everywhere. What would you do?
I'd rip.
You'd rip. No. Chat. Trill, call the fuck in right now. I know what Matt would do. Matt would take said shoes and he would put them in Trill's bed, most likely, or all over her desk. He wouldn't give a shit if there was mud, dog shit, whatever. He would say the shoes don't belong in front of the door. So instead of moving them away from the door, which the shoes go right to the side of the door, Matt would take the two pairs of shoes, let's say. He would walk them into one of the two locations. And then, he would put them on her desk or in her fucking bed for sure. Then he would say nothing. And it would continue. He used to take Trill's stuff and put it in my room. A couple days later, I'd be like, Trill, why are your clothes in my room? And the best actually is Matt put his shoes in my room and got so mad because he thought they were my shoes, and then he couldn't find his shoes. And they ended up being in my closet.
Chat, let me tell you a story about how when Luke got caught one time.
Let's hear it.
So we were living in Ventura Avenue, and it's me, Luke, and Trill in this little shithole house. And I
shared a room with Matt in his office.
Yeah. Luke wasn't quite ready to make any big financial plays, but Trill really wanted to move. So I would come home from work and Trill would take Luke out to look at places, and I'd get back and Trill would be somewhere, and Luke would be like, yeah, dude, I kind of want to move. Like, I can't afford it. Crazy. And then Trill would come home. Luke would go to the gym, and then Trill would be like, yeah, Luke's really down to move. He really likes this place. And then I would be like, I'm confused. And I think you just don't want to confront people.
I'm going to get, you're right.
I think the whole family is like that. I don't think, like, who is Kendall argued with besides you?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Who has Trill to argue with besides me and you?
The only person I could think of is Slay.
Yeah.
Or the people that pulled up alongside of us and try to say shit, then Trill fucking threw shit.
Yeah.
We were arguing like through the window. I had some pretty cool, witty things I wanted to say, but Trill just kept over talking over me, so I couldn't say anything.
I don't even know if that's confrontational. That's like Trill just goes to a dark fucking anger place, and it's like,
I'll ask that question. Have you ever fought with a random fucking person?
Yeah.
You've been like, yo, fuck you, buddy. You're a fucking pussy. Get out of the car right now and fucking Let me kick your ass.
I didn't say that, but I was in PA, me and Kendall. We just left. We were picking up Sarah and we were driving. I told the story. And some
Didn't tell me
bitch in a
that.
bus. No, I told you guys on the podcast when we were talking about cops. And when I passed the school bus, some bitch was behind me trying to pass me. And then so I stopped the car, leaned out of the window, kept screaming, cursing out her. The bus driver was like, yeah, let's go, Ripper. And then we just continued to fight and banter as we drove away. And then she like screamed out the window. I screamed out the window. I said, Ken, didn't I say to the lady, you want to get out of the car? I screamed to her. I said, like, get out of the fucking car or something like that. I was pissed.
You were gonna have Ken fight her?
No, I mean, maybe. Did you ever see
would you ever hit a woman?
Me? Depends.
Yeah.
My life's in fucking danger. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Dude.
Did you ever see it's like I'm gonna imagine it's a TikTok or Instagram or something, but it's this dad and it fucking makes me laugh every time I see it. And he walks into the room with these two little girls and he's like, get your shoes on right now. They're like, where are we going? He's like, the neighbor across the street, the dad wants to fight me. And he's got two little girls and you're going to kick their asses. And the one girl's like jaw drops and she's like, no. And the younger one's like, let's go, like grunts and grabs their shoes. It's a great video. Makes me laugh every time. Yeah, you have to check it out, man. We can't play anything on here because the chat doesn't like it.
Did they say something?
The chat? I just, no, it's just trailing here.
I'm surprised Captain Jamie Trainer didn't show up.
Yeah, he's done with us, man. The story of Jamie Trainer.
Maybe he's a cutter.
Yeah, he did cut us. I guess it's also 11:30 p.m. his time.
Yeah.
I think he cut us.
Well, without him, we'll get into some CrossFit shit here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I had a lot of things to say about CrossFit.
Yeah.
Did Sam get his makeup done?
I think so, yeah.
Are we bringing him on?
Yeah, you want me to drop him the link?
Yeah, send him the link. Let's see if he joins in. I got a lot of shit to say. So the first thing I'd love to start off with, chat. I got a lot of things to say, and I need some people on here to banter with me. Because I need pushback, because that's what fuels the conversation. Because
that helps get you more confrontational.
Yeah, I think if Matt's here, he's going to agree with me on most things, and that's just going to be like, well, we agreed on everything, and that might be part of the issue. Me and Matt are too similar, and sometimes with somebody like Rico, he disagrees with everything we say, even if he agrees with it, and it fuels me and Matt.
He's sick.
Yeah, he is sick.
Because sometimes I agree. Eric just likes to play devil's advocate just to play devil's advocate.
Oh my God, always. I want to fuck with him at work. I tried to call him the other day on my cell phone, but now I'm going to every day just huddle him on Slack. Just teach him a whole new feature that he probably doesn't know exists.
I'm typing the link out by hand.
Yeah, we got to figure out a better system for that.
I placed it in the YouTube chat. It's open. I mean, Chris could have jayed up. We could talk about his hands. Being left-handed.
About that.
How hard that is in his life.
Yeah. I want to have like a CrossFit banter. So I had a couple thoughts tonight. I have a couple thoughts every night. I don't know if you saw the notes, but I wrote down some things today.
What space are you're getting into the competition space? CrossFit.
I mean, I think it can go in every direction. So I had like a thought today about the coaching aspect, and I wanted to banter with some people that are not coachable. And I want people to come out of the woodwork, and I want people to admit that they're not coachable. And then I want to talk to somebody who is coachable, and we're going to put it to the test. I want you to teach them something on the air, and then I want them to teach us on the air. And I just have a strong feeling that they're going to not be able to teach said thing as quick as you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's like a competition coaching.
I think we'll do a full-on coaching competition. The other thing I had, so that was the first piece, like people, because I'm not going to even refer. I forget who said this, but I agreed with it. When you're an athlete, you are, in my eyes, like an elite. when you refer to yourself as an athlete? I don't know if I would refer to. I'm a recreational athlete. I forget who had this conversation. I really latched onto it. I liked it. I liked the concept of it. Do you remember who it was?
No. Might have been one of the podcasts you listened to on your drive.
Maybe. I don't think so.
When you're saying
then,
you're referring to the chat?
What do you mean?
Like when you're like, you refer to yourself as an athlete, I look at you like an elite athlete?
I don't know if I'm saying I'm not an elite athlete.
Right.
I'm saying I don't even know if I like to refer to myself as an athlete.
Oh.
Like I'm a recreational individual contributor.
What makes an athlete, though? That's the question you got to ask.
Yeah, I'm thinking like somebody who trains 5-6 hours a day, like dedicates their life to it.
So you could be an athlete at CrossFit.
Yeah, if I dedicated my life to it, maybe I'm not good, but I'm dedicating my life to it.
You're training hours of your life to training.
Yeah. Like 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, you're recreational. Whatever sport it is. You're still athletic.
That's just the weird thing about CrossFit, though. You're training to be good at a training program.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Okay. So then goes right into my other point. Why do competitions, the open, or any of these things, why are we releasing the workout weeks in advance for a competition, for a program that is a GP program or a GPP, whatever it is? Why are we releasing workouts weeks in advance? Why aren't we like 3, 2, 1? Hey, here's the workout. 10 minutes warm up. We're going. Like, why are we like? Let's hear it.
Why?
Why? I'd love to hear. I want the pushback. I want the banter.
I'm sure we're just going to agree, though. But I think let's say I'm putting on this comp, right? I want to do it your style. No one's going to join.
I'm going to give you pushback. So I'm going to play devil's advocate on this fucking argument. I'm going to pretend all of a sudden I don't care about that theory. I want pushback. I'm going to push back on you. Why would nobody sign up?
They don't know what the workout is. They don't know.
They're athletes.
They don't know if they can do it.
They're athletes.
You're talking about the general public?
They're all athletes, we said, right? Majority of the people that are signing up for a CrossFit competition are competing. They refer to themselves as athlete, whether I believe that or not. They're athletes, right?
Yeah.
So why? Okay, fine, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. They're not going to sign up because they don't know what the workout is, because they don't know if they can win.
They don't know if they can do it.
What can't they do?
Let's say I've dropped the workout and it's like 50 double unders, 20 squat snatches at 185, and handstand walks.
Mm-hmm.
Mic drop. Good luck. Have fun.
I'll program that for tomorrow.
All the people are going to be like, yeah, I signed up for RX. I can't even do the workout. Like, yeah. I can't win. And this is pointless. Yeah.
Keyword. I can't win. It's not supposed to be a fucking handout. It's not supposed to be easy. So that's my beef with like.
Right. And this just goes into the whole thing of like, because in training, right, when we're doing a CrossFit workout to train, it's like you scale, right? And now, yeah. And so now these comps for some reason have this whole idea of like, oh, we'll just scale the comp. But then it's like, so then like, yeah, we were talking about this open, Michael and I, of like, you know, what is the point of doing the scaled division?
Yeah. Because you're practicing and no hard feelings towards any fucking person. Nothing to do with that. When we're in class and you're scaling, completely different idea. The reason we're scaling is for you to meet somewhat of the adaptation.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we ripping.
We have a missed call. 8:41. Oh, I have it on do not disturb mode.
8:41.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone,
I'm good at
please
leaving
record your
voicemails.
message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, caller. This is Luke and Matt from the Novo Podcast.
What up, dude?
We just received a call from you, actually. Give us a call back at 805-941-0760. We'd love to push back.
Have a great day. You suck at voicemails.
Well, what the fuck? I'm talking to a person that I don't even know what they wanted. They didn't. Who doesn't leave a voicemail for us?
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I just can't understand. Like, it actually floors me when people are practicing for, and that doesn't make me mad that people are practicing for workouts. It's like, why wouldn't you? If you're presented the idea, why wouldn't we practice for a workout? You're competing. It was presented to you. You're going to go try to win. But the point of CrossFit is being good at the unknown, maybe, is like the best way to put it. Or being prepared for the unknown at any given moment. If we had the clip when I fell off the mountain, I didn't know that was happening. I was prepared.
It's
and
like
I caught myself.
When they did the double under crossovers at the games, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they had asked those athletes beforehand, like, what division are you going to sign up for? We've got double under crossovers. They would probably be like, oh, well, I guess I'm going scaled.
Yeah, not even that. Most people would be like, fuck, I guess I need to practice.
Yeah.
Like, that goes to your point about the affiliates. And not even the affiliates, the garage people.
So much cooler, though, is like, you have that's never been in a workout ever. So it's just like, so now it's a little bit more exciting as a viewer. It's a little bit more sport-like because you don't really know who's going to win, who's going to get it, who's been practicing and who does this ever. Like, that's where you really tap into the unknown and unknowing. And it's like, I think that's what you're trying to express in your point of like, hey, local comps don't release your workouts, but they're trying to make money. To make money, they need to get signups. To get signups, they need to say the workouts because they have 20 different fucking divisions, and then, people can pick.
Well, that's why we can change landscape. We don't need to, like, RX is RX. Like,
I think in the comp setting, it's just, here's the workout.
Yeah.
It's like the marathon. It's like, are you doing the marathon or are you doing the scaled-thon?
Yeah, and I mean, the scaled-thon would literally be like the half marathon is a whole, it's its own thing.
Race. Yeah, it's a whole
it's its own race. Thing. Agreed. So it's like, if you're doing a marathon just because you walked it, doesn't mean you didn't do it. You did it RX. You completed it. It's a competition setting. Exactly.
Yeah.
Training, different story. When you are training, being okay, like, that workout you named, it had handstand walks in it. If you don't practice handstand walks in the capacity that you need to, if you just every day you're like, I'm going to kick up, freestanding, and I'm going to fucking walk. And every day I'm going to fall. And until I'm just going to keep doing this, you're never going to walk. I'll flat out tell you that now. Maybe you will a couple of years from now. That's what I've been doing, and I don't walk on my hands.
Yeah.
But if we use tools and training mechanisms, you will at some point do that workout. Also, maybe you go to the competition and it's like, well, guess I ain't getting first place in this workout because I don't handstand walk. So that's something I need to go back to the drawing board and fucking work on.
Right.
Like, let's imagine like a baseball player goes up to the plate and they're like going against the best pitcher. And he's like, well, this guy pitches faster than the ball machine. I have never hit a ball before. I can't do this. They're going to be like, cool, you're getting struck out.
Right.
You want to cry? That's what they would say. That's what I would say.
As the baseball coach?
Yeah.
You should say that in class, dude.
Yeah. I just think, maybe I need to be a little bit harder on people.
That's where I think that it gets blurry for a lot of people. A lot of people are like, oh, this is CrossFit. We scale workouts. But it's like, well, no, you're trying to make CrossFit a sport. Like, scale shouldn't even exist.
Well, why do we scale workouts?
Or it would be a different, like the marathon point. That would be a different race. And then, yes, you're going to have people who are really fucking good at the scale division. Like, they are fucking cruising through that shit, like pushing intensity to the max. Like,
But caution, anybody listening, we're not talking about class. A training program is different than a competition. You do scale when you walk into the gym and it's like, hey, you're supposed tomorrow's workout, 75 power cleans, 300 double unders. It is a benchmark. I understand. But let's imagine it wasn't. Imagine it was a workout that I wrote.
Even a benchmark should be scaled. I'm gonna push back on you.
Yeah,
on that.
I mean, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that. It's like, hey, you should get the power cleans done, 75 of them. Let's say on a minimum, I'm telling you a minimum, I want you to be able to do 7 a minute. So that would put you at, in 7 minutes, you'd be, and that's even too slow, 10 a minute. So if you can't do 10 a minute for a 15-minute cap workout that you're going to have 300 double unders to do, it's too heavy. And that 10 reps doesn't mean it's like you do 10, you rest 20 seconds because you did it in 40 seconds, and then you do it again and again. And again, it doesn't have to be unbroken. You should just be able to finish 10 in 40 seconds. Whatever the fuck you have to do. You're going to breathe hard. That's the point. So you need to scale. It's like in a training program for you to get the same adaptation or for you to progressively get better, you need to scale. For then when you get to the competition, you can see where you are. And then you go back to the drawing board and you scale.
Yeah.
For something to be scientific, and Savan talked about this, and Greg talks about this in the literature of the L1, science needs to be scientifically measurable and observable. So if you can't measure anything and you aren't able to observe anything, it does not count as science. Therefore, it's not going to push you anywhere. So
yeah, it's like the benchmark thing. Like if you literally did RX Fran in 30 minutes, like cool, you wasted today.
Yeah. Unless RX Fran was written in a different capacity. Where it was like, hey, every time you don't go unbroken, you restart. You're going to get a 30-minute gap. Go unbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a lot to it, but
I don't know how you could solve that problem, to be honest.
It's a culture thing. And not even the culture of our gym.
It would have to start with the open, which they would have to get to the scale.
Yep. It's got to start with a larger mass.
You could, I guess you don't need to get rid of scaled. I wouldn't be opposed if scaled went all the way to the games and there was prize money. I honestly think that there should be. Otherwise, what's the incentive?
But why are we, okay, cool. Why are we calling it scaled? Why isn't it not just its own division?
Yeah, call it whatever you want.
But like, I just think the capacity that it is like, hey, between the 8, like we're talking about elites. So if you want to participate, that's like me being like, hey, I love the birds. I want to be the quarterback. They're going to be like, cool, go train, get really good, show us that you're good. And then, we'll look at it. Like, imagine I'm like a decent quarterback, which I am. I'm pretty good at this. But no, let's imagine. Like, they're never going to be like, oh, we're going to make a division for you at a professional level for you to be able to participate as well. Like, no, again,
putting together a High Rocks team. What do you think of High Rocks?
Yeah, what's the High Rocks?
You don't know what that is?
Is that like those?
Yeah, here, I'll pull it up.
It's like those intensity ones where they do like chest to bar pull-ups and toes to bar.
No, it's one. It's the same workout every time. It's the same race, I should say. We'll call it a race. Let's see if I can find you some details here. Share my screen. Which we could do. I mean, we're prepared for anything. Well, someone tried to call, but they just got scared when we called them back. All right, here's High Rocks about fitness race.
Okay, I've heard about these.
Karen says it's for people that aren't strong enough to do CrossFit.
So they do, yeah, they're doing an endurance thing. Yeah. So she wants to do this?
You do a mile run in between each one. Yeah, she wants to do this.
Why?
So mile run. So you do mile run. Or sorry, 1K run, 1K skier, 1K rung, 50 meter sled push, 1K run, 50 meter sled pull, 1K run, 80 meter burpee broad jumps, so on and so forth. And you do rowing, farmer's carries, sandbag lunges, and then wall balls to finish.
What's the point of this? It's a competition.
Yeah, it's a race. But people like train for this, like they have their own training programs.
Let's see it. Go
50%.
back up. I want to see what this whiteboard says. George. 1,000 meter run. Then 5 rounds of 20 squats, 20 burpees, 20 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, 400 meter row.
Fuck are you looking at?
The whiteboard in that picture.
With this dude's backwards hat?
Yeah, is that 1,000 meter row?
400 meter run, 60 sled push.
Oh, you're reading the other one. I'm reading the one next to that.
Oh, I can't see it. My screen was cut off. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, George.
Why aren't these? They're trying to do CrossFit.
That's what Taryn's point is. She's saying that's where Mal O'Brien went to because she was too mentally weak for the games. I don't know, Taryn. I don't know if that's a true story. I think there's something sus about the whole.
Wait,
Mal
she's
O'Brien
doing
thing.
this?
According to Taryn, latest in the news.
I think it's like we said. I think Mal got in trouble for doing peptides or some shit, and she's just banned, and she'll be back.
And Matt just swept it under the rug for her.
Yeah, somebody's had money. Somebody had enough power and clout.
Oh shit, we got a call.
Luke nailed it.
Hey, welcome to the Nobo Podcast. How you doing, caller?
Hey,
What up? What is this High Rocks shit?
I want to know what your theories are on Mal O'Brien because I think we
No,
agree.
Luke nailed it. We agree with Luke.
Yeah, the whole Matt Frazier paid off. She got popped for some kind of steroid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's positive.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, and like a whole conspiracy theory on it. Because I'm like, there's no way she just, oh no, I worked out too hard, too much, and that was just so bad for me.
Is there data out there saying that, like anybody saying that that happened?
Oh, that's what they all say in like every podcast. With like Brian Friend does the whole like talk to her about it. It was boring.
That she's tired. She literally almost won the games 2 years in a row, and she's fucking 20.
She skirted around. It's like she won't just come out and say like she's playing the whole mental issues.
Eric Rosa.
Like excuses.
Yeah, that whole time. Yeah. I just
And now,
think that's
oh
bullshit.
man, I don't know. She just really bugged me. Her whole.
But doesn't that open up the
like,
question then? What about Matt
He's lost his shit.
About who?
Frazier? Is that sus now for that? Like, did he do roids?
Dude, it is kind of weird. He's lost so much weight and gotten so much smaller. I understand
So
that
much.
there's volume to train and stuff, but it's I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
is it?
Cover up
Like-
for Mal like that or whatever? Like,
I think he told. Well, I mean, if we're letting like the conspiracy theories go wild, I think he, in my head, said like tested her. He tested her and said, you're quitting for a few years, then you'll be able to go back. But like keep sweeping it under the rug, like you said.
Do you think he was though? Because like, I mean, he's way smaller. And look at somebody like Bridges. They like Matt Frazier didn't fucking just stop working out. Let's be real. Like he still works out. Froning still works out.
Yeah.
But like they still look the same. Frazier does not.
Yeah, it's totally different.
I
A
don't
whole
know.
different
I'd have to
physique.
look at it more.
Look
Go
at dude.
pull a
He's
picture of
tiny.
him up. He's fucking he's a little twig now.
Yeah, you got to give me some
yeah, I'll show you some.
context.
But he's still fit. He just doesn't have like the mass, I guess.
Yeah, he had a lot of mass. Did you ever see that podcast that it was a clip of him? I think I sent it to you guys, ripping somebody about like, he was like, I know they were trying to fuck me at the games. Like they were trying to just beat me. And he was like, it was
Yeah,
fucked
that was
up.
with Dave Castro.
Yeah, and Castro was like, bro, if that's what you think
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
trying to
I
fucking
did see
do.
that. I don't see him ever using any of that stuff. I don't know. It's like an instinct.
I mean,
Like I feel like Tia is more likely.
Yeah. But like, where'd Katrin
Yeah.
go? Like, there's a
Probably
lot of
got
people that
anything,
disappeared.
almost.
It is
Say again?
weird. He looks shorter now that he's not as buff.
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh. I'm sharing High Rock still. My bad.
We need a new tech guy.
Well, this is Taryn's job. I don't know. what the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
I'm
High
doing.
Rock. Get that off the screen because they're gonna think we're like a High Rock stuff.
I rock podcast. This shit out of here.
Like his head is
No, I'm just
bigger
kidding.
now.
Like if you do High Rock, it's fine. But we
You
just-
could tell the
Cameron and I
truth,
always like to
Karen.
talk about High
You
Rock.
could tell the fucking truth. This is Wednesday night uncovered.
Yeah, I like the Unhinged podcast best.
Yeah,
Sam
look
had-
how much smaller.
Sam's been talking a lot of shit over here. I
sure.
kept telling him to call in so he could tell you guys his.
That was me trying to call earlier, but it wasn't working. And then when you guys called me, we started eating. So
We sent you the link to join in with you. I thought you did your makeup and everything.
I was eating. Oh yeah, I didn't. I thought you were talking about someone else. No.
He pretty
Yeah,
much
you-
he agrees with Matt the whole time anyway.
I agree with Matt for the like competition stuff about whether a workout should be posted or not. Like, there's a big difference from like online, like quarterfinals or whatever, to local competitions.
What do you mean? So you think that local comp should post the workouts prior and quarterfinals shouldn't?
Yeah, like for local comps, I don't think it really matters if they post their workouts before, because I mean, it's a smaller competition. You're trying to get more people to sign up, and like Matt was saying, it's like your average Joe or like average gym goer wants to know like if they can actually do the movements. They don't want to waste their money to show up competition day and be like, fuck, I can't do that. Like, just wasting my time and money being here. Whereas like for the bigger competitions like semifinals, yeah, here's the like movement standards, but we're not going to tell you the actual workouts till live competition. That's a little different because they're trying to find the best, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's different. But I just have the theory or the thought of when we're programming these local comps, what if we just did like if you go to a gym, if you do any sort of fitness and you think you're competition ready, like Matt was saying, what if we just did here's an RX and another RX, I guess the scaled fucking version. Like if we're trying to make competitions for people who are like, hey, pretty new to CrossFit, they can't snatch 185 yet. We're gonna do another comp RX, and it's for people that are new. Like, why isn't there comp? Or we could just be assholes and be like, hey, competitions, you got to work for it.
You could just be a more tactful programmer. So like you could program workouts like Fran.
Yeah, that's where I was
So,
trying
like,
to go.
everyone can do Fran, but like there's going to be a big spread. So like you can't use the excuse of like, I can't do this workout. It's going to just be like, I suck at this workout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we just do.
I mean, it kind of sucks for the people who are good, though, that are signing it. Like, they don't want to, like, if you're really good, you don't want to go against someone that can't do what you're able to do.
True.
Yeah.
But
Nothing where
the
it's unfair, like,
asylum workout that we did, the competition, I thought that was really, really good job. Like everybody can do everything. And it was just a matter of like, John carried the team.
Fuck you. Bullshit.
And it's just like in the end of the day, like, yeah, you and John, like me and Matt, it wasn't in our capacity to thruster 135. But was it not fun to go next to us for a hot second? Because we kept up for the first pull-ups.
Did we beat them in any WOD?
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I think also because we knew you guys though. But like for the rest of the other guys there, then like I don't know. Like I kind of feel shitty being in the same division because I feel like I'm just like stealing something from them.
Yeah.
And then same for the other way around.
Yeah, I get that. I wouldn't disagree with that. Matt, our Instagram's down.
Yeah, I gotta put it back up.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
So the other comp that me and John did, the one after that at Asylum, like we wanted to do the RX division, but then they told us that we should do the Elite, so we did the Elite. We didn't win, but like if we win the RX, we would have probably crushed it. But then it just doesn't, it feels kind of shitty doing that with the other level of people that were there.
Yeah, because then you get the little fucking people that are like, yeah, they should have been in Elite.
Yeah. But that's to the point. There should just be one trophy, and it's like, hey, you want to, like, Sam's the Ventura champion. If you want to beat him, start working harder.
It'd be like if you were telling a 5K, you're like, you should go be in a full marathon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna push on it. I just have my feelings there. Sorry that you
What
guys
are your feelings? It would be confrontational.
My feelings are that there should just be one RX, and it's like my best day in the gym, and it makes me the happiest is when I beat you motherfuckers at one thing. It doesn't even have to be the whole wad. I just do the balls unbroken, and I win, and I'm fucking hype.
And then you died the rest of that workout.
Yeah, but it just still was like, bitch, I'm done the wall balls and you're not. That's the little wins for me. So I think you just got to find those moments. And I also shoulder injury, I was beating you boys every once in a blue moon. And that was what?
I said, yeah, you were.
Yeah, and that's like kept me going. That like gave me some life. It was like, all right, I'm not that far off. And then it was like, now I'm far off, but it was, it was fun.
You're doing tomorrow's workout, yeah?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt. I have a busted fucking rib, dude.
Oh
my god, this guy, dude.
I can't fucking move my lat.
Yesterday was hilarious. Like the kid is rowing, and I go up to him, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I just heard my rib pop. I think I broke it on a row."
I'm gonna drop kick you in the ribs. I what?
This is like Taryn thing. Just overthink it.
Earlier today, you were like, I can't breathe. You're just standing there. Also, I didn't do the shoulder PT. You were just doing it. I was already halfway through my workout. It's not that I wasn't inviting you or trying to work out with you.
He's overthinking it now, dude. It's contagious.
Overthinking bullshit.
All I did, I walked over to you. I was like, you said, are you doing shoulder stuff? And I said, yeah. So I came over to do them with you, and you're going to wall walk. And I was like, oh, okay. I misheard what you said.
Yeah.
But that's fine, dude. It's fine. As Matt said, like, I'm going to be me. Like Savan said, actually, on his podcast, like, I'm just going to manifest things. Like, I'm going to pick up the penny every day and say, I'm going to be rich. So I'm going to say that about my friends. And
now, do we need to unpack your feelings about Sam's comment on the Man Maker workout? Do you want to unpack that, or are you okay?
Yeah, that didn't offend me. Matt twisted the story, right. Sam.
We'll turn this into a therapy session for you.
I don't need a therapy session. So I walk into the gym, and Matt's immediately first thing he says to me is, "Sam didn't do your workout."
Okay. Hold on, time out, chat. First of all, Luke's like, "Did you do this wide? Did you do this wide?" I'm like, "Nah." Sam said I had to do something else. And Luke's like, "Why? Why the fuck did he say that?" And I was like, "He said this wide doesn't do anything for you." And then Luke lost his shit.
And then I said, oh, okay, the fucking Lord Thor speaks, and God of Thunder, and we all listen. So then I look at the whiteboard, and I was like, oh, well, Taryn did it, Aaron did it, Chris did it. I was like, the real athletes did it. While you and little fucking Sam.
I guess Taryn got nothing out of that.
You were told to not do it?
I mean, I'm gonna get Matt ready for this competition.
Yeah, you fucking killed me, dude. My fucking lats. I feel better now, but shit.
You were that sore?
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah,
that's your lat, right?
Dude, it got really hard. Workout we did.
I'm sure it did. You guys have a similar workout on Friday, so hopefully you can handle it.
Ain't no thing.
Yeah, you guys just jumped the gun. Like, I'm just gonna start pre-sending you the workout so you can see.
And then speaking of excuses, Taryn, where were you today? This should be good.
Or my body needs
Yeah.
to rest.
What's
How's the
wrong?
back?
Your knee rest?
She's half crippled, remember?
Yeah.
Well, this thing called a bench press she could have done.
I did
She laughed.
today.
Yeah, today. The heavy day that we had.
I only have 14 sessions with my punch card.
That's plenty. Your surgery's in like a week.
I'll be there
Yeah.
tomorrow. Don't worry.
The clean day, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't even look at the workouts, but yeah, I did look at the squats. I was like, well, I can't do that, so I show up.
They didn't show. Yeah, you could have
There's
scaled.
always something else you can do, Taryn.
Who said that? Coach Sam?
No, I think that was a you impression of a you.
No, that was Karen. Yeah.
There was something
Alright,
else I had to beef the
yeah.
back.
So we're gonna hang out now. We
Alright.
want to be entertained.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for
What's
calling.
our favorite one so far, though?
All right, later.
See ya. Coach. We missed the last segment, the athlete's ability to be coachable.
Let's talk about it. Rip it.
Yeah, who's the because I got work tomorrow. I gotta go to bed soon.
Nick's on. Speaking of,
Oh yeah.
coachable.
Yeah. I'd love to
Nick,
bring Nick
call in.
on.
Nick, call in.
Yeah, call that number, dude. We're trying to uncover the most coachable people in the gym, and you were voted least coachable.
Should I just
You didn't-
call him? Should I
Yeah, just
him?
call them. Yeah, just start calling everybody. Who else do we know?
Erica's in here too. You call her. She's coachable.
She's pretty coachable. Yeah, I normally will suggest different things to her. I think sometimes it comes down to like coach athlete relationship, and as Birdie says, it's like, what's he call that? The interdependent relationship between athlete and coach, and I just don't think there's many athletes that look at us like, oh, I respect you.
Do you know what you're gonna say to this guy?
Yeah, I gotcha. He's got kids, so he's probably like in and out for that.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Pussy.
automatic
I
voice
wonder
message system.
how we show up on,
805.
on caller ID.
We still show up as Cohen,
Please,
right?
please text me. I'm in a meeting.
He just did. They just call him again. That's like a sales trick. You just double dial. Unless he's with the kids. Yeah, he might be with the kids. Fuck him.
It's Rip It fucking Friday. We're calling him again.
Yeah, don't give a shit what other people say. Trill's probably like saying her cringe line.
Yeah, her and Kendall texting. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Cringe. They're prank call. We're just trying to uncover pain.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
gone.
system.
He's cut, dude.
80570.
He sent me another text.
15382
Please text me. I'm in a
is
meeting.
not
Maybe that's like his
available.
auto reply.
At the
Can
tone,
you do that?
please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may
Can
hang
you
up
do that?
or press 1 for more
You
options.
can. Hey, it's the Nobo podcast. You just missed out on a huge giveaway.
Call us back.
Sorry.
805-941-0760.
Do you do that in your sales calls?
What?
Give the number?
Yeah.
That fucking like boils my blood.
I usually don't, but if I want them to call my personal cell, I will.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I call from my work number, other times I call from a different number. Or like if I call from the local area code number, I'll leave my cell and I'm like, hey, just give me a call on my cell. I won't be in the office tomorrow. Athlete coach relationships and a coachable athlete. I think that's an interesting take, but we need some bantering there too. We need some people who believe they're like, that's what I was saying. I want to bring on some people who are going to try to coach people live.
Have we pulled the class yet? I forget. I don't
On
think
what?
we've this like show of hands who thinks they're coachable.
No, we haven't done that yet.
How do you think people respond to that?
I think everybody thinks they're coachable
Interesting.
until you bring it to their attention. And then a lot of people are like they're like, oh yeah, you're right, I'm not coachable, and then it becomes like the joke, I'm not coachable. It's like shut. But I don't think we have many people that are actually aware that they're not coachable, or if they are coachable. I mean, I don't want to talk about anybody, so I want people to come on and we'll dissect it. So you can't come in being upset. Nobody's here to hurt feelings. It's all done in love and games. But I would love to get on. I think the next episode, I want you and you and Rick are gonna go head to head to coach me something.
Eric Morris.
Yeah. You remember when at your wedding, me and him got in a fucking fight?
Yeah.
Because like that, see he always is the person that we have fights with.
We're gonna have to get him on here more. Fights with Eric.
Yeah, fights with Eric. We'll do Friday night fight night with Rico. He'll just fucking fight with him.
That is one of his gifts. He could literally be devil's advocate for anything.
He's the fighter of all fighters. Yeah. He's like, he can 100% agree with you. But I'm telling you, he'll just fight you to fight you. You could be like, I love coffee. And he's going to be like, why? And like, say he loves coffee. He's going to be like, I fucking hate coffee. Or yerba matas or whatever they're fucking called.
Yeah.
I don't drink those. Those are bad for you. But Eric drinks one every hour on the hour.
He claims that's an old version of himself. He doesn't do that anymore, but I'm calling bullshit.
He's corporate now. Whole different person now. Why'd you change our shit? I thought we were doing a different layout.
What do you mean?
This was there we go. Just remove some of the background.
Yeah, noise. This is better.
Yeah, it just like fills the full screen up on Spotify. But my tank's running low now. I got all
you
my
want to piece for some more.
Yeah, I think we need some more interaction. I need to like get some more people. I need to have the argument. So what we're doing Sunday afternoon, what the chat voted on.
Sunday 5 or 4. 5
Chat,
or 4.
All I'm asking, a couple things. So it's Matt will have Printful up and running this week. He can fucking buy a shirt, right? Can't we just run it through the gym?
Yeah.
Can you make a Printful without like? Can we make a non-profit?
Non-profit? What do we do with the profit?
The gyms this is a non-profit. Nobo podcast non-profit.
Maybe, dude, it's not a bad idea. But what if we fuck ourselves? What if this becomes huge?
We have to become a C corp then.
Can you change a non-profit into a C corp?
Yeah, 100%. I just don't think you can go backward.
Sense coming here.
This guy. What are you afraid of? Are you and Sam going to be the team Nobo for the comp?
You think you and Aaron are?
I mean, I wore an original Nobo CrossFit shirt yesterday at the gym. You see that yesterday?
Yeah.
It was dope.
I usually wear mine for the podcast.
Yeah. You wear the No Bounds. I had the Nobo yesterday with the fucking OG bear.
That's the one I wear.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. The blue one.
Yeah.
Fucking OG Nobo. Yeah, me and Aaron are going to be Team Nobo.
You guys should be No Bounds, and me and Sam should be Nobo.
The Nobo podcast.
We're talking about.
What do you mean? So that was my final ask here before we sign off for the evening. We need more subscribers on YouTube. All we're asking is go to our YouTube. There's 3 little dots. You're going to click them. And chat, whoever's watching, I want you to do this live right now. And I want you to send this to 3 of your best friends and just say, subscribe. Okay. You're not going to regret this. If you do, you can unsubscribe, but you're not gonna. I'm telling you right now.
You sound like one of those people from PBS when they're doing those telethons.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone now. Save a life.
Yeah. Chat, we're not done. And we're going to sit here and we're going to keep refreshing our YouTube until we hit 100 subscribers. Subscribe.
We need
okay?
500.
Send this to your friends. Matt, what are we at on subscriber wise? Pull up the YouTube.
Let me pull it up for you.
And we're not going to be chasing subs our whole life. We're just trying to.
I'm thinking about it more, and I think maybe you have a good idea for a show we can do.
What?
coach the coach.
Coach the coach, yeah. Who
Basically, you
coach?
get two people on to coach one of us to do something. Or it could be us versus them to get one of us to do something.
Yeah, what and coaching what? Like how to like tie a
Anything
fishing
they want.
line.
Yeah.
All right. And it's got to be simple to chat. We'll pick. We could do it. We could run it. There's this there's this SDR show that's on YouTube that somebody started, and it's like they message people on LinkedIn. Jose got a message, and this guy was like, "Can you be on our show?" And it was just they were going to go head to head and have like an SDR head off, and who can be the best SDR. It was fun.
And what do you do? Just calls on the air?
They were going to go. Yeah, you just cold call people. I think we didn't watch it. I was just laughing because somebody asked, and Jose, I think, said no.
He said no? Jose,
I think
dude,
so.
come on.
I
We
think
could have
so.
fucking streamed it too. We could have rated their channel.
What's our subscribers at?
I'm looking. I don't know where you get to it at. Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta switch accounts.
We need to just go to the Novo podcast. I'll do it. We gotta fucking end this show. Subscriptions, the Novo podcast. The new logo is kind of, that's my jam. I'm vibing with that view channel. Okay, chat. We're at 33 subscribers. Matt, where'd you get 82 from?
I don't know. I think it was combined.
Combined what?
Like with spots and everything.
We're at 33 subscribers. Chat, if you can't get us tonight to 50, if you can't get us to 50 fucking subscribers, chat, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Where do you see that at? You there, dude?
Hey, can you see it?
Oh, okay.
33 subscribers
32
live.
subscribers. Let's go, chat.
We have 4 people watching right now. If you 4 aren't subscribed, tell your spouse, your significant other, your best friend, your sister, your mom. Just send the link. Right, Simone? Zai, you want to come on? Come on the show, dude. The guy's dying, and we're gonna end the show.
I think you just cut your whole audio out, dude.
Why would happen?
Oh, there it goes.
I just wasn't talking.
Good
No. All right, dude. Well, good shit, man.
Good shit.
GG's.
What are your thoughts on our interview Sunday?
Yeah, find me somebody. I mean, we tried to. We were supposed to have a third party tonight, and they didn't even show. So
That is also non-confrontational.
yeah,
No, just definitely confrontational.
yeah, super confrontational.
I was scared snowboarding.
We were supposed to go this weekend, and you didn't want to.
It's a long drive.
You're over it. You just didn't want to hang with me. I get it, dude. So we'll go mountain biking again.
That's like when it's Rocky, Jaying up. Rocky, call in. Do you think you're coachable?
Shit. Press the wrong
Cut me
button.
out,
All right, dude. I'm signing off.
All right.
GG's, dude.
Chat, thanks for jaying up Wednesday. We'll be back Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Coast Standard Time. Maybe we'll do an interview, change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Get real serious.
And, we're going to noodle on coach the coach versus coach.
Yeah. We got to fix your room too. But that's a different day.
My room is dope, dude. The skateboard.
Yeah, skateboard's sick. All right, dude. GG's.
Coffee plant too, by the way. What if I had a straight up pot plant? That'd be funny.
That'd be sick.